Welcome to MCC. Welcome to MCC Form 1s. Are you excited to be here? Well, are you excited to be here? Okay, we have a lot in store for you today, so shall we open in a word of prayer? Heavenly Father, we just come before your throne of mercy and grace and want to thank you, Heavenly Father, for everyone who is in this room today, Heavenly Father. We want to thank you for every single Form 1 that we welcome to our institution today, Heavenly Father. We want to pray for journey mercies for those who will be traveling after this, in your mighty and precious name. Amen. Right, at this point I'll call upon our Deputy Head, Ms. Ndlela, to come and take us through our proceedings.
Good morning, parents. Good morning, Eagles 2025. Welcome to MCC. Thank you. Ni hao ma. Guten Morgen. Konnichiwa, arigatou gozaimasu. Those are different languages I've just used this morning to welcome you. I'm excited to stand here in front of eagles. You might be wondering, why eagles? But you'll find out just now. I am a focused eagle. My eagle, my pride. Thank you, eagles. You may take your seats. Midlands Christian College is a Christian college. And the Christian part of the college is not the icing, it's the cake. It's who we are. If we turn to our Bibles and go to Isaiah 40, verse 31, which is our verse as MCC, it says, "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles." So 2025 Form 1s, you're just not 2025 Form 1s, you are 2025 Eagles. I'm going to break down the acronym for Eagles. The E in Eagles stands for, and watch me carefully, erect posture. We believe that every one of you, when you leave MCC, in fact, at the end of your Form 1 year, you will be standing tall, confident, with erect posture. Why? Because each and every one of you is fearfully and wonderfully made. No matter the shape, no matter the shade, no matter the height, at MCC, we say you are all made in the image of God, is what the Bible teaches us. A in our eagle stands for alert. If you listen carefully to the eagle's creed, or if you failed to catch exactly what they said, and if you open your pack, you will find that in each and every pack, the creed is there. And A stands for alert, critical thinker. All our eagles, all our 2025 eagles will make critical decisions. Why? Because eagles, not only do they have an erect posture, they are also alert. We move on to the letter G in eagle. G stands for God-fearing. We raise children who know the Lord. We raise children who worship the Lord. We raise children who don't just attend a church service, but who are God-fearing, and who are proud of our legacy. And that's one thing that makes MCC a unique place. We are not only molding your child physically, but also spiritually, to have a lasting relationship with Jesus Christ. And can I get an amen for that? The L in Eagle stands for, I'd actually forgotten, but I was just trying to pretend like I hadn't. Light shining. Let your light so shine, so that men will see the glory of God and the goodness of God in the land of the living. We believe that when eagles leave MCC, not even when they leave, when they come back in their first holiday, April and May 2025, you'll see a difference. The child who was refusing to wash dishes will volunteer freely. The boy who was refusing to make his bed in the home will be the first one to wake up everybody with a worship song because their light is shining. That's an eagle for you. And the last E is exemplary. Exemplary in speech, exemplary in conduct, exemplary in dress, exemplary in the academics, exemplary in the sporting field, exemplary in the cultural field. You might think Miss Ndlela is going on and on, but just hold your horses. Today I'm delighted to call upon an eagle. She was with us for a couple of years, and you will see for yourself why the acronym EAGLE is true. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Eagles 2025, help me welcome Mufaro Ditima to the stage.
Thank you, Ms. Ndlela. Good morning, staff. Good morning, parents. Good morning, Eagles to be. I am glad to see many faces, and I look forward to interacting with you more in the year 2025. My name is Mufaro Washe Ditima. I am a former student from MCC. So initially I was going to say I'm a former Eagle, but I remember the last line of our Eagles Creed that says, once an Eagle, always an Eagle, and I delight in that. I'm currently enrolled at Midland State University. I'm pursuing a degree in medicine and surgery, and I'm in my second year. So I'm looking forward to going to my third year in 2025. So it may sound like we're just bragging or trying to sell our school. MCC is a home away from home. MCC is a land of many opportunities, but that is not a lie. That is who we are, and I'm a living testament to that. So when I enrolled here at MCC in 2018, I was in Form 3. I was a very shy, withdrawn student. Didn't like interacting with people. My social skills were very terrible. However, my academics were thriving, so that gave me a head start. What I like about MCC is we identify our weaknesses and our strengths. So I knew my weakness was being around social places or situations. Public speaking was never my thing, but I knew that my academics were very strong. And the first thing that I realized when I got here, in first term, we did what we called goal setting. That was a foreign idea to me. I was like, what is goal setting? Like, what goal am I setting? I know why I'm here. I'm here for school, and that's that. But goal setting kept me on my A game with my grades. So in academics, goal setting is basically beginning of term, you tell yourself that you want to get a certain mark and you strive to get that mark. By end of term, you should have gotten that mark or even higher. So that kept me on my A game in terms of academics. Then my weakness, which was identified, and you may be wondering how it was identified, we used to have devotions, and I believe we still have devotions during class, formal period, and we would get a chance to each share the word of God in front of the class. And my teachers realized that, well, Mufaro might be struggling in this area, and an opportunity was introduced to me, Allied Arts. That was my first time ever tackling such a situation, public speaking, really me, and my first performance, I got an honors grade. And that was something I never thought I was capable of doing, because I always thought, no, Mufaro is withdrawn, shy, and lacks confidence. But Midlands Christian College helped to bring that amazing talent within me and let it shine. So I'm very grateful for that, and I'm sure our future Eagles will get that opportunity to learn these skills that we have here. So now the next few minutes are going to sound like I'm bragging, but I'm really not. The credit goes to Midlands Christian College. I am generally a very neat person, but Midlands Christian College reinforced that. We would always have surprise checks. I've forgotten what they were called, but it was basically a system where stewards or even teachers on duty would check our lockers in hostel, our bed area, our desk. And I remember getting my first, again, this is first term of my first year at MCC. I got an award for the neatest and well-dressed. And at my previous school, that's not something we recognized as being an achievement. So being here made me realize that there's so much within me, there's so much potential within me. It just needed someone to tap into it and someone to help me unlock that strength, that confidence that was within me. Mind, body, spirit. I've touched on the mind, my academics, my public speaking. Now going on to sports, that's the body. This is a funny story, well, to me at least. My sports have never been the best. I do try to engage in activities, but I was never, the best student or sports girl of the year or game. So I remember there's a way that they encourage us to pursue these things. There's what we call colors. So I told myself I need to get some sort of sports colors before I leave MCC. I can't just be a cabbage, So we had cross country, and I told myself I have to get, even if it's just the blue color, that's the least you can get. I have to get something for sports. And I told my mind, Mufaro, you can do this. You're not a runner, you're not an athlete, but you can do this. And I put my mind to it, and I was 66 out of 69. But the fact that I tried, the fact that I was motivated to try and get something before leaving this place, to try pursue something I wasn't good in, that is something I really value. So I did end up getting the colors, the blue ones, and I'm very proud of them. So yeah, thank you MCC for that. Thank you Sports Department for pushing me. And then moving on to the spirit. As been said by Ms. Ndlela, we are a Christian school, Midlands Christian College. It's not just a name, it's who we are, it's what we strive to live by. We have devotions in the mornings, we have assembly worship, and the word is shared with us here in assembly. We have devotions in hostel every single night before study. We have hostel church every Sunday without fail. And that kept me on my feet in terms of my spiritual life. You always felt challenged and encouraged to pursue God more and grow spiritually. So I really did grow spiritually, and it's something I'm still, living by. I'm still proudly a Christian. My Christian walk, my walk with God is improving every single day. And I'm in uni right now, and I have the Eagles Creed stuck to my wall. And each time I feel defeated or in a difficult situation, I literally just recite it, I just say it, and it brings some sort of encouragement, and it reminds me of who I am and what I'm capable of. So really and truly, future Eagles of 2025 and parents, MCC, Midlands Christian College, is the place to be in 2025. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mufaro. We're proud of you as your teachers. You are alumni, and like I said earlier on, the product is speaking for itself. In her bragging, she forgot to say that she got 15 points, so let's give it up for Mufaro. And whenever we have ailments, we are covered. We've got our doctor in the making, and we're proud of you. Without further ado, I would like to call upon Mr. Mchadenyika to take us on with character and values. Thank you, Mr. Mchadenyika.
Very good morning to you all. Welcome to our Eagles for 2025. Hi. Guys are too serious. Okay, yes, I know I'm the discipline guy, but I'm also actually quite, social, and we get to connect. So lighten up, and you can connect, yeah. So, very good morning to you once again. My name is Chakanaka Mshadinika. I'm also alumni from Midlands Christian College, Deputy Head Boy 2014. I suppose that's why I'm also the team leader for discipline. So I must have done something great during my time then. I just want us to take you through a couple of processes, but it won't be too long. With discipline here at Midlands Christian College, we believe in the redemptive process of discipline. Normally when people get to hear about discipline, the first thing that comes to their mind is, we're going to get beat, we are going to be digging holes and things like that. No. What we mean by the redemptive process of discipline is we are hard on principles, morals, values, that we are very hard on. But we're soft on the person. Why? Because we don't want to harden the person to such an extent that they begin to think that I need to avoid, I need to run away. But we are actually trying to get them to become a teachable person, which is something that is written on the Eagles Creed. Teachable, secure, and adaptable. Soft on the person. That is a big reason. We want them to connect, to find correction in the process. Appreciate that the journey from across the fence to this side or from different places into Form 1 is different. And they'll experience new things, new challenges, and those things will push them. And it's going to be uncomfortable, if I can be honest, to some extent. Sometimes it'll be painful, but I should just bring this out, We must all get to suffer some kind of pain. But I would allude to the pain of discipline, because that's where we want to go. There's something that we want to achieve. So best believe that if you're in Form 1, you might be asked to make your bed 5 times in the morning before you get it right. Doing hospital corners again and again, being asked to strip your locker, packing your clothes again, going for DI. Yes, it might feel like, wow, man, I'm not handling this. Wow, Mom, I think you sent me to the wrong place. But the process is so that you get better. She came, Ma'am Tima, she said she was neat, but the process has helped her to get neater. The process of discipline, the necessary pain of going through cross country, which is going to come, the process of swimming laps in the pool, the pain of discipline so that you can become the best. You know what discipline also then does? It brings this little ingredient called consistency, and that is key. Consistency is what makes great people successful. And there's a quote which goes by, successful people do consistently what ordinary people do occasionally. So we want to push you so that you get better. Embrace the process. Allow the process to mold you so that you can become the true eagle. You will run cross country. You will do laps. You want to make it into Zim hockey, Zim rugby? You have to suffer the discipline of the training session. You want to get better, you want to get the A stars. You have to go through the process, the pain of prep, extra work, doing all of this. These things, they don't come on a silver platter. And to the parents, we are kindly asking that you help us and you partner with us on this journey so that we are together in this whole thing. So that when you get a letter from me, it's always a friendly one. Sometimes it'll be, Chaka needs to get help with his hair. It's too long and he just needs to groom it. The idea is we look presentable. We look excellent. We think excellent. Sometimes the letter could be, I think he's struggling with a bit of this and that. Allow them to go through the process. It might not be a letter for now, but sometime, years from now, someone might be growing a mustache, a beard. And we're saying we need you to look well groomed. You might get that letter from me one of these days. Chaka needs to get his beard cut. And they'll be like, but mom, why, mom? It's just. But there's an idea, there's an identity, There's a standard and there's a principle of where we need to be. So discipline is an all-round process. It's not just for MCC alone, it's for each and every one of us. And we want to grow into a position where we exchange and we communicate and we dialogue and we communicate about different things that are happening. So don't fear the process of discipline to the new Eagles. I was also in those corridors. I also used to stay in Eagle House. I know the struggles of having to make your bed, hospital corners, sweeping underneath your bed, mopping. This was like a daily thing, but it has become a principle. I can't. It is the most important thing. We are just teaching you how to become a better individual. From making your bed, from greeting, from giving way. All these things, they might be seeming as if, you guys just keep on giving us too many things to do. But that's the idea. We have to do consistently those things that ordinary people do occasionally. And believe you me, don't run away from the process. Embrace the process. Go through it. Run the cross country. Even if you don't know how to swim, go for it. Go for the lessons. Someone was a beginner once. You won't be a beginner forever. Go and ask for help. I'm struggling with this and that. Open up. That is what we mean when we say discipline. And in the end, we want to groom a true eagle. Someone who's God-fearing, someone who's respectful, someone who's an exemplary leader, someone who engages in a healthy, active, physically lifestyle, someone who's able to ride the storm. Because guess what? It's going to get difficult, but you need to ride the storm. You need to embrace and you need to be adaptable and say to yourself, okay, fine, this is what I'm going through right now. How am I going to get better? I'm only Form 1 now. I'm struggling with packing my books. I'm struggling with this. How do I get better? And parents, I thank you and I trust that you're going to be with us on this journey. I don't want to take too much time. We'll get more time to converse. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Deputy Head Boy 2014. So parents, you might have a friend or relative who's in the country or even outside the country and they're pondering, they're in a quandary and they're thinking, where does my child go? There you have it. You've had 2 alumni speak flawlessly, well-groomed academics. Bring them to MCC, a land of opportunities. The problem we have in the world is that we've got people with talent, but no character. And for us at this school, character is important because character will take you where talent cannot take you. Next up, I'd like to call the academic team.
Greetings to you all, ladies, gentlemen, and future Eagles. My name is Kuzaisho Machikisho, and I am very excited to talk about the academic aspects of the school. You're probably wondering how life is going to be after you come to MCC. Bear in mind, you're not going to have one teacher anymore, and you're also not going to be doing your lessons in the same room. I'm sure all of us have taken a look into the academic overview we received, and I'm just going to be giving a brief of my high school experience. Let me take you back to 2019, when I was in the exact same seat you are in right now, wondering who I was going to be and what I wanted to be. MCC offered me with subjects that would allow me to pursue my career, including maths, English, accounting, science subjects. I then got clarification after 2021, right after I wrote my lower secondary checkpoint, and MCC gave me the subjects that I wanted so that I pursue my career. Fast forward to 2023, last year, I passed my IGCSE level with 2 A's, 2 A stars, 7 A's, and 2 B's. And I'm now a lower 6 commercial student looking forward to work in the logistics field. Thank you.
Indeed, like what Ma'am Titima said, MCC is a land of opportunities, academic opportunities. It is not just a chant, but it is an undeniable reality. Standing before you today is a product who holds an ICDL certificate. That is the International Computer Driving License. By learning essential digital skills through ICDL, I have become more confident in navigating my way around technology at school, at home, and beyond. This will increase my career opportunities because I am a cut above the rest. With an ICDL certificate, MCC students become more marketable and they have a broader range of career opportunities available to them. But MCC did not stop there. This wonderful place also gave me a chance to learn Chinese. I hold an HSK Level 1 and HSK Level 2 certificate. So if you drop me in the middle of China, I'll be ordering a meal and getting directions in no time. xin给我面条，还有一个 Coca-Cola. That says what I just said. I just ordered a bowl of noodles and I asked for the price and a bottle and a can of Coca-Cola. For those who want to take it even further, MCC lets you climb all the way to HSK Level 6. MCC is not only limited to Chinese, but French, Spanish, Shona, and German subjects. Can all the parents involved in the engineering and construction fields raise their hands for me? Okay, thank you. Wonderful. Last on the list, but definitely not the least, MCC offers the CAD program, which is computer-aided design. It is a way to digitally create 2D drawings and 3D models of the real-world products before they're even manufactured. From Form 1 to Form 4, your child, our future MCC Eagles, you'll be exposed to CAD through the different technical programs, which are design and technology, fashion and design, art and design, as well as agriculture. It is very evident at the back of the hall, we have pieces of art that are there. And it does not end there. You can take CAD as an A-level subject as part of your combination. In my conclusion, MCC is the golden apple, and you are at the right place. Thank you.
Yes, this is the right place to be. And for us to achieve all these goals, our teachers here will assess us with test exercises and, most importantly, homework that will be given on a daily basis. All this work will be then inputted into a platform we use called Synetical, where our parents can view our work from the comfort of our homes. So if you don't write your work or don't do homework, your parents will be seeing. So this Synetical would also help in identifying the child's area of weakness so that they may be addressed to Mem Sango and her department to provide assistance in extra lessons and catch up. Lastly, here at MCC, we take the future of your children as the main priority, introducing Yenza, which is a platform which identifies your personality traits, strengths, and weaknesses. This Yenza platform can also help you choose the subjects you want to pursue based on who you are and what you're good at. For example, what are your worker types?
I am an organizer, an influencer.
And praise?
I am an organizer and a thinker.
Well, I am a thinker and an influencer. This can be shown by the subjects we decided to take up for our A-level. By the way, what do you do?
Maths, business, and accounting.
And praise?
Maths, physics, chemistry, and English.
Well, I do maths, physics, computer science, and accounting. But here at MCC, a plethora of other subjects are offered, like
History,
Literature,
chemistry.
biology.
well, MCC is truly the land of opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you to the academics. But in order for that to happen, assessments have to be done. Mrs. Muzondo, please take us on.
Morning parents, morning staff, morning future Eagles. My department is called assessments. We are responsible for examinations. I'm sure right now for the grade 7s, the future Eagles, the Form 1s for next year, as you leave your primary school, you are waiting for your grade 7 results, which will come out any time soon in December. So we have sent to you a soft copy, parents. I'm hoping we've read it, we've gone through it, of the different examining boards that we use at Midlands Christian College. We are an accredited Cambridge Exam Center. So we also have other examining boards that we work with. You heard about Chinese, our students, they learn Chinese, they also write Chinese. We also have French, we have ICDL, and most of the information is given on the document that you already have. Mine this morning is to talk to you parents as to what we expect of you in order for your child to then write an exam. So it is a process. We start off with what is called registration. So during registration, we are coming up with the subjects that the child is supposed to write. So for the Form 1s, their first exam, when they're in Form 1, will be a Chinese exam, HSK 1. We expect all the Form 1s to write that examination. So as an accredited Cambridge Exam Center, I would like to show you what the registration form looks like. IT, can we have the reg form? Right, so that's what the registration form looks like. We have information for the first exam, which the students are going to write. The first Cambridge exam is called Lower Secondary Checkpoint Exam. So they are then going to be writing 3 subjects: mathematics, science, and English. So you as parents, we will send that registration form to you. After the students have filled up the information, we will email to you that registration form with the information about the fees and the subjects which the children are going to be writing. So what you do is you look at the information, you go to the bank, the banking details are also given on the registration form, and then you go and pay. You email the proof of payment to the school, and then after that, we register the candidate and we get what is called a statement of entry from Cambridge to show that the candidate has been registered. So that's our statement of entry. On the statement of entry will be the candidate's name and other personal details. We would then want you to check on that. Is the information correct? And then if it's correct, you sign to say it is correct, and then you email that back to us. And then once a candidate now has a correct statement of entry with the correct subjects, correct personal details, then we move on to the student themselves. Either we then move on to writing of exams. So the information of the regulations, the exam regulations, we get it at the back of the statement of entry. But I'm not going to ask for them to show us the information, what is written. Instead, you're going to see a video of a typical Cambridge exam day. Future Eagles, I'm going to ask a few questions about the exam rules after we've watched the video. Thank you.
Every year, over 1 million students take our exams all over the world. This video gives you useful information about what to expect on the day of your exam. Before the exam. Make sure you get ready and arrive in good time for your exam. We don't accept oversleeping as a reason for being late. In the morning, eat a nutritious and healthy breakfast. This will make you feel awake, energized, and ready to concentrate during the exam. Remember, no notes, textbooks, or communication devices, such as phones or smartwatches, are allowed in our exams. Ask your teacher where you can leave your bag and coat. Also, make sure you don't take any unauthorized items into the exam with you. Remember, this includes mobile phones and smartwatches. In the exam, your pencil case, food and drink must be in clear containers. Full center supervision. For exam security purposes, you could be required to spend a period of time before, after, or between exams in a room being supervised. We call this full center supervision. Full center supervision will depend on your school or exams timetable. If you are required for full center supervision, then you must attend. Otherwise, you may not receive a grade for your exam. In full center supervision, you are allowed to talk to other students and read any notes you have. However, you cannot use a phone, a computer, tablet, or smartwatch, or communicate with anyone outside of the supervision room. During the exam, make sure you write your name, candidate number, center number on every exam paper you write on. Ask your teacher if you do not know this information. If you feel unwell or need to use the bathroom, ask an invigilator if you can leave the exam room. Make sure the appropriate information is given to you if you have an access arrangement, such as needing extra time to complete your exam. Unexpected situations. If you are late for an exam, contact your school as soon as possible to let them know. They will tell you what to do next. If you suddenly fall ill, have an accident, or receive some distressing news on the day of your exam, contact your school as soon as possible. They will tell you what to do next. If a fire alarm goes off during your exam, follow the invigilator's instructions. However, do not remove your exam papers from the exam room. After the exam, make sure you wait until the invigilator gives you permission to leave the exam room. Do not leave the exam with any exam materials. This may constitute malpractice and could impact the security of our exams, and you may not receive a grade. Remember, do not share anything about the content of your exam on social media. Again, this is considered malpractice and you may be investigated. There should be no surprises on your Cambridge Exams Day, and we wish you every success. Good luck.
Right, so as I said earlier on, that was meant for the candidates, for the future candidates themselves. Any takeaways from that video? Future Eagles, anyone? Yes? Yes, there are certain items that are not allowed in the exam. Can we specify some of them? Yes? No smartwatches. Anything else? Anything else which is not allowed in the exam room? Yes?
Textbooks.
No textbooks, no notes in the exam room. So with that video, I'm sure we have seen the expectations as far as Cambridge is concerned. So that will not only apply to Cambridge exams, but it will apply to all of our examinations, including the internal exams. So for more information pertaining to the expectations as far as exams are concerned, I refer you to the orientation booklet, pages 13 and 14. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Musondo. And carrying on with my narrative of why this is a land of opportunities and why your students and you parents have made the right choice. I'm sure you've seen the fine man who's been coming to pick things that are falling. Please stand and smile and wave. Please clap hands for him. That's a fine gentleman. He's ready for the big world, and that character, that value is what will take him places. And 2025 Eagles, you are in the right place. That will take you places. Next up, we're going to move on to core curricular programs and opportunities. And I'll call Mrs. Mudiwa, who's the team leader, quality control, to take us on. Thank you, Mrs. Mudiwa.
Bonjour aux parents, bonjour les futurs Eagles. Je m'appelle Madame Mudiwa, je suis prof de français, d'histoire et de tourisme. My name is Madame Mudiwa. Future Eagles, please call me Madame when you come next year. I'm a French teacher, a history teacher, and a tourism teacher. And my team is the one that does the fun stuff in the school. Let's quickly watch a video. As you can see from that video, we do fun stuff. We work hard as indicated by our academics team and our assessment team, but we also play hard while still learning outside of the classroom. I'm going to talk about the opportunities that we have here at MCC. At MCC, we do a lot of fun stuff, just waiting for the presentation to be displayed. While they're displaying it, we explore, we discover, and we grow as we learn at MCC. We do tours, we do camps, and we have many, many more opportunities just waiting for the team. And we're going to catch a glimpse of some of the many opportunities that we have here at MCC. Okay, there we go. As I said, we explore, we discover, and we grow while learning. And welcome to a glimpse of our journey beyond the classroom, where we focus on hands-on learning and real-world skills. First of all, we do a Form 1 camp at the beginning of the year. Our future Eagles, as soon as you arrive in January, in your first week of school, we're taking you to Victoria Falls. And what is the whole point of taking you there? Here's a picture of last year's Form 1s at the airport, where they did an airport tour to learn about the different careers there. And what is the purpose of doing such a visit? It is to introduce students to school values. You get to bond on these tours. It is a memorable experience to kickstart your high school career. A few key activities that we do. You learn the school creed that we heard the seniors reciting. It is an educational trip. You still learn your geo, your science while on the camp, and you visit national parks. And a few benefits are, it encourages bonding, and you create long-lasting friendships while on camp. We move on to the lower 6 camp. We also do a Form 3 camp, and the Form 3s are leaving for camp in a week's time after the exams. Here is a glimpse of the lower 6 camp. I'm sure you can tell from the smiles that fun was had at that camp. You can see from the pictures that there was a lot of enjoyment. And again, what is the purpose of the lower 6 camp? Is to develop leadership skills and confidence, build memorable experiences and collaboration, a few key activities, team building exercises, focusing on leadership training, outdoor adventures, and a whole lot more. One benefit is to enhance leadership and communication skills, which are vital when you become leaders in your Form 6 year. A few more pictures. The pictures there, I'm sure you can see the guy in the tree. How fun that is. What an experience. He was being taught resilience up there. Then we also do field trips. We have a very vibrant geography department. Our geography department organizes field trips to Nyanga. And as you can see from that first picture, our geographers measuring velocity in a stream and a river, having fun, but while still learning. If you see the other pictures, you will see a lot of learning was done. They were deepening their understanding of geographical concepts. They were experiencing real-world applications of geography, and we encourage appreciation for natural landscapes. The key activities there, studying diverse landscapes, and then benefits, enhancing practical geography skills and knowledge. When our results come out every year in January, we see that our geography students really excel because of this practical that they do. You can see more pictures on all the practicals that they cover following their A-level syllabus and IGCSE syllabus. We also have many clubs, but today I'm going to touch on just one because my colleague, Dr. Bachisi, will talk about clubs in more detail. We've introduced Model United Nations. And at our first conference, as you can see, we did very well. We came up with the best promising delegate award. And as you can see, we were well represented by one fine young gentleman and 2 ladies. And what do we do in Model United Nations? We develop awareness of diplomacy skills. We encourage critical thinking and public speaking. And key activities that we do is we simulate UN debates on global issues. We practice negotiations, resolutions, and drafting and policy making. We collaborate with peers from different schools. And next year, we've just been invited to Lusaka to take part in a big international Model United Nations conference. And the fun part, again, as I said, we offer travel and tourism, which is a very practical subject, and they create a holiday package which they sell. The video that we saw at the beginning is a package from 2024. They created a holiday package which they sold to actual customers. The customers that you saw in the video bought that package and traveled to Zanzibar. A few pictures, I've just skipped the video because we've already watched it. A few pictures of that amazing tour. The purpose was to provide real-world insights into tourism, explore diverse tourism practices and cultures. We did a lot of traveling. We did sunbathing on the beach in crystal blue waters. The benefits deepens understanding of global tourism dynamics, and tourism doesn't end only with traveling. We have our very own Ashantel Chapenga, Ashantel Chapenga was crowned Miss Teen Ecotourism for Zimbabwe and received $1,000 and was awarded a World Ambassador Award at a conference in Durban for fighting against global warming. She's passionate about preserving Mother Earth. And we also have Nokutenda Tombindo, who won the first ever United Nations Gastronomy Tourism Award at a conference that was held and hosted by Zimbabwe in Victoria Falls, where she wrote an essay on gastronomy tourism, where she was talking about our cultural heritage and food, and also produced an amazing photograph of our traditional dish, Maguru tribe. MCC really is a land of opportunities. Not only do we work hard in class, we also play hard outside of the classroom. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Mudiwa. Ashantal, where are you? Just walk in and wave at them so that they know it is indeed a land of opportunities and that we are not telling tales. As Ashantal is making her way to the front, I just want to say to the grade 7s, our future Eagles, please stand for a minute. Ashantal, make your way here, young lady. Show them that you can dress decently and still be crowned Miss Teen and represent the country and our school well. Isn't she lovely? Just one greeting from Miss Teen Ecotourism.
Good afternoon, staff. Good afternoon, college, and to our future Eagles. I am Ashantal Chapenga, the head of marketing of Midlands Christian College, as well as an Eagle and the reigning Miss Teen Ecotourism Zimbabwe and the Miss Teen Ecotourism World Ambassador.
There you have it. I had not told Ashantal that she was coming, but if you remember with the acronym, I said ALIT. Our Eagles are always ready because they are critical thinkers. So Form 1's 2025. Who would like to go to Zanzibar? I see you. Dubai. Seychelles. Get your 15 points in your 3 subjects. Or even 20 points in your 4 subjects. Have the greatest character ever. Model for your school, dressed decently. Glorify God. MCC is the land of opportunities. You may take your seats. Not only are you going to be taught by teachers with honors degrees or master's degrees, in our midst, we've got a teacher with a doctorate. Help me welcome Dr. Bachisi.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, parents. Good morning to our Eagles of 2025. Welcome to Midlands Christian College. Now, just want you to take a pen or find someone to write. Parents, Eagles alike. Just find somewhere where you can write. If you don't have a pen, you can take out your phone and just type on your notepad. So I want you to, yeah, you've got pens in your packs, and I'm sure there's somewhere to write. Wow, amazing. So I want you to take a moment to just write what you're feeling right now. What are you feeling, guys? Form 1's 2025, what are you feeling? Parents, just note down what are you feeling right now. What's the feeling that you have? Just write it down, just record it. What are you excited about? Just write down what you're excited about. Just write what you're excited about. What are you nervous? about? What are your anxieties right now as you are seated in here? Parents, what are your anxieties about leaving your children at MCC? Eagles, what are you nervous about coming to high school? And finally, what version of yourself, Eagles, what version of yourself do you see in 6 years? Just write that down. And parents, what version of your son and of your daughter do you see in the next 6 years? All right. So you can put that away and we'll revisit that after 6 years. All right, yes, so over the next 6 years, you're going to transform in ways you can never imagine. For the next 6 years, you'll be surrounded by opportunities for leadership and growth. And over the next 6 years, the school will challenge you, and the people here will inspire you, and the experiences here will shape and change you. You will probably not notice these changes every day, but they will happen, and surely you will transform over time. And so, after spending 6 years in the Eagle's Nest, it will be a good time to reflect upon the memory that you have written here today, and see how far you have come. And where am I coming from, ladies and gentlemen? Our Eagles is that our team is the extramural team, and we are responsible for programming all the sports, the cultural activities, and the clubs that your children will experience here, that you guys will experience here. And for us, this is a transformative journey, a transformative process that will shape our Eagles into being erect, alert, and all the wonderful and nice things that I've outlined in the creed. And so as you begin your journey here at MCC, please allow me to take the opportunity to give you a look into the MCC Extramural program. MCC will challenge you to strive for sporting and cultural excellence. MCC will challenge you to engage in a physically active lifestyle. I encourage you to take advantage of the immense opportunities presented to you here at the college. I encourage you to take advantage of our talented and passionate staff, coaches, who are dedicated to our Eagles. And their dedication is a reflection of the relationships that you will develop as they become mentors and friends. I encourage you to take full advantage of the opportunities and resources that MCC has to offer. Eagles of 2025, I dare you. I dare that you try a sport you've never played before. I dare that you join a club, a new club. I dare that you learn a foreign language. I even challenge you to take up learning how to play a musical instrument. Every single one of you here has worked hard, and I want to congratulate you for that. You have achieved a lot, and as MCC, we are proud and excited that for the next 6 years, we will be part of the learning and growth that you will experience here. You are here because you have a dream. You are here because your parents have big dreams for you. You are here because you have dreams of playing in the Zimbabwe national rugby team. You probably want to play soccer on the international stage. You might want to shine on Broadway or become a leading light of Hollywood. Boys and girls, at MCC, we allow you to dream, and we allow you to dream big. And the most exciting part of it is that we are here to build those dreams together with you. And we will go out of our way, but MCC will only help you realize your dream if you yourself position yourself in the driver's seat. You are the driver of your experiences, boys and girls. In other words, all I'm saying is that participation is key in order for you to become like Dr. Ditima here or Coach Chaka, you drive the experiences. You drive what you achieve, and no one else will drive that for you. And to our parents, thank you for entrusting us with your child's education. We are honored to partner with you in their journey, and your support is invaluable. And I encourage you to stay involved in your child's extracurricular progress and achievement. So at MCC, we're all about balance. We're all about holistic education. And so just in the same way you will celebrate your children's academic achievements, just in the same way that we'll invite you to come through for consultation, our sporting department is an open invitation to you parents. You can attend our fixtures anytime, any day that we announce that we have fixtures. You are most welcome, and we'll be looking forward to cheering the children on with you. I also invite you to partner with us in realizing our vision of transforming and upgrading our existing sporting infrastructure into world-class facilities. We have grand plans, and some of the plans include upgrading our swimming pool into a heated pool so that our kids can swim all year round. The construction of all-weather surfaces for our basketball, netball, and volleyball courts, as well as the construction of a state-of-the-art multi-purpose sports pavilion. And we also look forward to upgrading and equipping our gym with the best of equipment so that it is open not just to our students, but to you, our parents, as well as the wider community. And so as the extramural team here at MCC, we care deeply about you, our Eagles. We care about your success. We care about your growth. Midlands Christian College Eagles are brilliant. They are passionate. They are bold athletes who are critical thinkers, responsible citizens, and exemplary leaders. And today, every single one of you is an MCC Eagle. And we can't wait to see you turning up on the performance stage, this particular stage there, and on the sports field representing MCC in competitive fixtures. You are the future of MCC and Eagle Pride. Your time here is what you make it. I challenge you to face it head on with confidence, with courage, and with hope. So I'll move on to the Form 1 orientation camp. Just a few details, not too much. Mrs. Mdiwa has said much about that. So the Form 1 orientation camp, as Mrs. Mdiwa has pointed out, and probably as you've seen on the pictures, is a fun way to get you to learn more about the college. And just a reminder on dress, there's something that we sent through, but just to remind you to bring in comfortable clothing, t-shirts, jeans, tracksuits, tackies, sandals, and a small sports bag to carry your wares in there. You don't need to carry much. And just quickly in 2 minutes, I'll give you a rundown of the budget because I am that guy who is unpopular, who will always demand cash from you. I'm going to demand, or I'm demanding 490 for this particular camp. When your children are in Form 3 again, I'll demand something in that range for Form 3 camp, and Lower 6 camp, I will demand something as well. So it is my job to be unpopular in that respect, but consider it an investment into the experiences that will transform your children. And so your children will travel to Victoria Falls, and they will stay at the 3-star hotel, Cresta Spray View. And of course, the group cost for accommodation and the 16 meals that the children will have while there is 21,800. Now, Cresta Sprayville is managed by a former Eagle. She's the general manager there, and she has gladly given us a very discounted rate per room. Unfortunately for the food, you know how the cost of food is. And so it comes to about $315 per child. Transport, we will use our school vehicles, but we need to fuel those. So to travel to Victoria Falls and back, each child will need to pay $37. The t-shirt amounts to about $15. Your children will also go on a cruise, and we are looking to outsource some of the safest and high-quality boats so that we are assured that while for the 2 hours or so that our children are on the Zambezi, they are safe. And we expected to pay about $31 per child. A visit to the crocodile farm is $5. And of course, if we just do a rundown of all of that, it gets up to $490. These are the costs associated there. So, yeah, it might seem a lot, but I can assure you it is worth it. These kids will never be the same. The journey that they've started here is absolutely amazing. And we look to just look for me after 6 years, and let's get to read those notes that you've written today and see how the child will have transformed. I thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Bachisi. And I'll hasten to say, because MCC is a land of opportunities, we will allow you to make a payment plan for the $490. Because what we really, really want, even though he's a money person, is the child to experience a life-changing moment in Mosia Tunya. And then the money comes, because I know it will come. Yes, parents? Thank you for those smiles. Moving on with our program, I would like to call Delight and Desire.
Good morning, future Eagles. My name is Desire Chibada.
My name is Spiritual Formation. Delight Mazonde. My name is Delight Mazonde. I can't believe I just said that. There's so many people in this room and I don't know where to put myself in.
You're in the mic, Delight.
You're in the mic too, and this is your responsibility, so I don't know why I'm here. And you're in the mic, Desire.
Why didn't you go for counseling?
Counseling? What's that?
You know, when you talk about your feelings, we have that.
Who's in the TIC?
Good Zema Shunde.
I'd rather pass.
Just in the mic. Enough of the tomfoolery. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Desire Chibada.
And my name is Delight Mazonde.
We personally believe the spiritual formation and counseling aspect, one of the best things our school has to offer.
Counseling is support provided by the higher-ups to the fragile minds of students. When you look at it in hindsight, high school seems pretty plain and simple. You come into Form 1 and you leave in Upper 6 with the results that you want. But if you really think about it, the harsh reality is that high school is a roller coaster with very high highs and very low lows. And in these low moments, we support you and give you someone to talk to there in Music Room 6.
We're not oblivious to the fact that not everyone comes from a secure environment. Some of these people in this hall right now have got secrets they believe they're going to take to the grave. But fear not, because there is light at the end of Music Room 6. Our TICs are well trained in counseling, and they will help you navigate your emotions. We promise to help mold your way of thinking and help you learn to express your feelings in a safer and healthier way. Just like my friend here with the Form 3 experience, and let me tell you.
Oh, you're still in the mic, Desire. You're still in the mic.
Moving on, no matter how big, no matter how bad what you did was, no matter how dark what you did was, always remember that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Or rather, there is light at the end of Music Room 6.
Desire, you're not funny.
You don't have to be mean about it. Moving into spiritual formation. Did I tell them about spiritual formation?
They're not ready about spiritual formation.
We are blessed to have multiple different pastors coming on different days. Some come with a deep, emotional, moving sermon, and others come with ginger.
From waking up in the morning, getting ready for school, and coming up school to engage and share knowledge with your classmates about spiritual formation, we come together and we grow in Christ. Going down all the way to Hostel for evening devotions where we sing hymns and the energy just flows through our veins. It's a very beautiful experience.
Now, hold on, save your breath. Let me take you through the program. You're going to wake up, you're going to have devotions. You're going to go for breakfast, go to school to have devotions. You're going to enter your lessons where you're going to pray before the lesson and after the lesson. You come to break time, you have a round of optional prayer meeting. Go through another round of your lessons, you're praying still. Lunchtime, another optional prayer meeting. After a long day of sports, you come to hostel, you shower. After supper, you have one more round of devotions. You go for prep, and of course you're tired. We understand that it's been a long day. So you have one more chance to have quiet time, where not only are you reflecting through your day, but you're also deepening your knowledge on the Bible with your soon-to-be brothers and sisters.
BIS is also a class that we take where you're given real-life situations, for example, peer pressure, and real-life other situations where you might find it difficult to navigate through. But BIS gives us the advantage to give ourselves what would Jesus do mindset. And you get to navigate through life with these skills that you're given during BIS. And don't get me started for assembly. The brain-raveling information you get at this time is crazy. And don't get me started about assembly music.
Our God
is an awesome God, He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God.
I apologize. All studio level performances are only reserved for Eagles. But from the deep resonance of the worship to the fire you get when you pray, this portends into something different in a matter of seconds. But I understand. Not everyone likes to sit here and listen to one person talk for hours and hours. Maybe you want to go outside and get a touch of fresh air. I promise you will have the outdoors more than you. Like Dr. Bachisi said, you're going to have multiple camping experiences where not only are you being groomed to be a leader, but you're also going to follow a devotional program that helps you personalize your walk with God.
And I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is when I learned how to be a master chef. I'm not even kidding. What?
You can't cook.
But you don't have to be so mean.
It's okay, it's okay. We have also decided to start praying before and after our sports. And we also take time to read Psalm 91 whenever we travel for fixtures. Not only has this kept us safe during multiple journeys, but it has also helped us bring multiple cups back home. I personally use this for my house.
Oh, so this is how you guys have been winning all those games.
Moving on. As you've clearly seen, our spiritual program takes the ego from the moment they wake up to the moment they sleep. Because as it says in our creed, God is at the center of everything we do. With that being said, have a lovely day.
No, have a great day. What?
Thank you, Desire and Delight. That was good. Let the product speak. I don't think I have to say more. I'm Mrs. Nyamondo and I'm the school counselor. As they have already mentioned, we deal with the softer side of life. And I just want to encourage the Eagles, future Eagles of 2025, that we are there for you. There is always someone that you can talk to. You just want to talk to someone, we are there. You want to share something that is stressing you, we are there. We are also there to celebrate with you. So feel at home. You are coming to a place which is a home away from home. Now, I'm going to take this opportunity to also introduce some very important people who are going to be working with our future Eagles. And this is our form mentor for Form 1 and 2, and also the form teachers. Right. I'm going to introduce the form mentor who oversees most of the activities. In fact, all of the activities to do with the Form 1s, Mrs. Njerikai. Okay, just give it time to come up, Mrs. Njerikai. Thank you. And also working with Mrs. Njerikai are our form teachers. Now, if you look at your folder, I'm sure you've already been allocated a class. You're either in 1K or in 1J. Do we know our class? Do we know our class? Right. We have our loving father and our loving mom.
And you see, our school provides you with different opportunities to connect with different people within the school. And your form teachers will be working with you the moment you get to school. And you are going to meet them when you have your orientation days just before the start of school. Now for 1K, I'm going to introduce Mrs. Wande. Please come up, ma'am. And then for 1J, Mr. Ndoro. I want you to have a good look at these amazing teachers. They are going to be working very closely with you. You know, Delight and Desire talked about class devotions. They will also be taking you through class devotions, and they will be also marking registers and checking on you before you start lessons. And they will also be calling home, especially if you are absent for day scholars, because we would want to know what's happening with you. Thank you very much. You can take your seats. So just like Desire and Delight said, God is at the center of everything we do. Our counseling, God is at the center. In every activity, God is at the center. Thank you so much for choosing Midlands Christian College, and we are happy to have you as part of the family. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Nyamondo and team. And as you saw the ladies and the one gentleman walk up, if you looked closely at their faces, they're soft, they're gentle, they're motherly and fatherly, unlike me, who means business. And to show that they're fatherly, I would like to call Mr. Nduro and his counterpart, who are our hostel parents. And hostel is indeed a home away from home. Hostel parents, please come up.
各位来宾、同学们，大家欢迎来到我们的学校。Any takers, which language am I speaking? Which language was it? I'll give you a chocolate when you come next year. Yes, Mangwa? You have a chocolate next year. Thank you. Right, I have some redos, just two redos. The first one, the more I take, the more I leave behind. What am I? This one I think is, oh yes, there's a hand there. Sorry, what's your name? Tino, yes, Tino.
Footsteps.
Wow. Wow. Honestly, truth be told, I thought no one was going to get that. The second one, this one should be easy. What goes up but never down? Yes, what's your name? Shona. Clap it for Shona. And so you guys, when you come next year, remember to come and get your chocolates, right? Right. I'm Miss Tindoro, hostel parent for the boys' side, Eagle House. And I'm just going to take you through the boys' hostel side and also touch on the overall hostel experience that you guys are going to be exposed to when you come next year. Our structured hostel program begins early from 5 a.m. to bedtime. At 5, you guys wake up, you do your devotions, morning devotions, Midlands Christian College. It's not just in the name, we live it, right? So you have morning devotions, and from there you shower, you go for your breakfast, and then you come here, up school. I will not touch much about up school, instead I'll focus on hostel. Then from 7, that's when you leave hostel, coming for your lessons. Then you return, you go back at 1 o'clock, where you go for your lunch, 2, and also you go for lunch, and then you are supposed to change into your sports kit. From there, you come up school, 2 o'clock, we get busy, and from that time, from 2 o'clock, we do sports also, that's why you change. Then 5 o'clock, we are back together in hostel. You go for shower. After shower, you go for your meal at 5:30, and devotions again, so that we make sure that we create a well-rounded inhabitant of the earth, right? A good custodian of the earth. Then from 6:30 up to 7, we are doing our devotions in hostel. Then 10 past 7, we have study. For juniors, it will be from 10 past 7 up to 9 o'clock. Then from there, lights out. It's at 10 o'clock, that's when we have lights out. We expect everyone to be sleeping. You can check this on the orientation booklet, page 37. From page 37 up to pretty much the end of the book, it's just talking about us and you guys will be hostel, eh? Is it, guys? Is it? All right, sure, excellent. Right, this routine helps balance academics and personal activities, fostering discipline and creating a stable rhythm for each and every student who will be in our hostel. We have a robust anti-bullying policy, showing our commitment to a safe and supportive environment. We have zero tolerance to bullying in our school, and I'm sure you have heard as people. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. As you have heard, we have put in place systems that make sure that we prevent it from happening, because we strongly believe that prevention is better than cure. Even though when it happens, we also have very strong systems to deal with whatever that would have happened. That's why we have a counseling department headed by Mrs. Nyamondo, and I'm also one of the counselors in the college. Right. This also shows our commitment to a safe and supportive environment. Strict measures are in place to ensure every student feels secure and can focus on their studies without fear. In the dining hall, students will not only enjoy their meals, but also experience a sense of community. As I was taking some parents through the hostel tour, I touched on why we are so big on creating a sense of community in our students. You parents, you agree with me that most of the times when these guys are at home, they're always on their gadgets. And we have in place a system, a way in which we try our best to make sure that we are cultivating that sense of community in these young boys and girls. And this is so because our Eagles Creed talks about a confident team player, a responsible citizen, and someone who is secure. You can only achieve this if you are part of a community. That's why we are so big on making sure that we create a sense of community. Students, now I'll talk about food, tuck, and snacks. Students are allowed 2 plastic bags of tuck every 3 weeks. Excess tuck will be temporarily held to encourage responsible, healthy snacking. Once these guys are in hostel, they are going to spend, I think, three quarters of their time here at school. And we very much appreciate that for those who've been hostel, that we will be together. And we are confident that the overall MCC experience is going to help grooming these young boys and girls to become good custodians of the earth. Please underline, good custodians of the earth. And they're going to thrive. They're going to thrive in doing so. So we also have some foods that we allow and some foods that we do not allow. For example, these foods that we don't allow are mainly for health reasons. For example, tinned foods, noodles. These well-tinned foods are foods that are not easy to store for these young ones. And we'll give you a list of all the foods that are not allowed to come through to you via email. On signing out procedures, for signing out, the school must be notified. The school must be notified in writing at least 3 days before travel. Only parents or authorized guardians can facilitate this process, ensuring each child's safety. So, if you want your young one to come home over the weekend or exit break, please feel free to email the school. And if there is someone who you would want to sign out the kid who is not you as the parent, you must indicate and also put their ID number phone number. This will help us to make sure that our egos are safe all the times. On pocket money, so let me touch on exit weekends as we're just talking about signing out. During the first and second terms, we have exit weekends or fixture-free weekends, and boarders are allowed to spend some time home. Travel and sign-out arrangements must be made in advance, as these cannot be handled over the phone as well. Pocket money is safely kept with the hostel parents and can be drawn at specific times, promoting financial responsibility amongst the boys. Then we'll go to importance of fixtures. You heard Dr. Bach talking about it, and even these guys who shared also talk about the importance of fixtures. These events maintain a balance between academics and personal growth, helping students develop both academically and socially. We strongly believe in the MCC pride, and this MCC pride can only be realized if you parents are supporting it as well. Yes, you might want your little one to be home for the weekend, but if he is selected to be part of a team, to him it means a lot, to us it means a lot. So we'll be expecting the young man or young girl to be at the sporting fields, playing, representing the college with his peers, and in doing so, building that team player, confident team player. Lastly, our hostel is designed to provide a nurturing environment and fosters both academic success and personal development. I encourage both students and parents to actively participate in this journey, creating lasting memories and meaningful experiences for all of us. Thank you so much.
A very good morning to you all. My name is Mrs. Swanda. I'm the hostel parent for Kestrel House, which accommodates our girls. Building onto what has already been said, at Midlands Christian College, we are proud to identify ourselves as followers of Christ. Our hostels are equipped with various programs which are designed to assist our students in their spiritual journey. We have a number of programs pertaining to our spiritual formation in hostels. We have quiet time, whereby we begin each day and conclude each evening with a quiet time. And during these moments, students engage in individual Bible reading and prayer, fostering a daily habit of spiritual formation. We also have dorm devotions, whereby students read the Bible, sing, and pray in their respective dorms. Then we also have house devotions. So students from both Eagle House and Kestrel House convene together. They actually gather separately twice a week in their respective houses or common rooms for a time of worship and Bible sharing. These sessions promote a sense of community and encourage spiritual growth through shared experiences, and they take about 25 to 30 minutes after supper before their evening studies. And then we also have hostel church, whereby both houses convene together here in the hall, and we have a service every Sunday between 11 and 1 p.m. For these services, we are blessed to have fellowship with visiting pastors, including our very own head, Pastor Charai. So throughout these prayer meetings, we have dedicated staff members from both the girls and girls hostels who will be supervising the proceedings to ensure a safe and supportive environment. Moving on to our dress code. As a Christian institution, we aspire to reflect our values through the way we dress. So for guidelines pertaining to dress for hostel church as well as the quantities, please refer to your orientation booklets, pages 39 to 40, and then pages 47 to 48. And given the diversity of personal style, we kindly request parents to dedicate a wardrobe for their children, specifically for Hostel Church, adhering to the stipulated guidelines in our orientation booklets. And as hostels, we also encourage family unit. So we pride ourselves on being a vibrant and inclusive family. Our student body encompasses diverse backgrounds with individuals not only from Zimbabwe, but across Africa and even as far as Europe and Asia. So this rich tapestry of cultures enhances our community, teaching us to learn from one another and embrace our differences. And ultimately, we are one large, happy family. And to ensure that each student feels at home, we have a dedicated team of individuals who will be working alongside with the hostel parents to create a nurturing environment that prioritizes the well-being of your children during their stay with us. To those who took a tour to our hostels, we have laundry services where our laundry personnel will be responsible for washing and ironing all your children's uniforms and linen, which are collected on scheduled days. And as part of life skills education, our students take responsibility for washing their own casual clothes over the weekend, and they can iron them from the laundry room under the supervision of available staff. And while we are still at that, parents, please be advised that heating elements, that including irons and kettles and jugs and heaters, are strictly prohibited in hostels to avoid imminent electrical fires. We, however, have hot water urns in our common rooms for convenience whenever needed. And to prevent loss of personal items, we kindly ask parents to label their children's uniforms, linen, and clothing. While permanent markers, iron-on tags, sew-on tags are commonly used, we, however, recommend embroidery as a more durable option. At Midlands Christian College, we are also conscious of your children's health. Our hostels are equipped with sick bays that cater for students when they fall ill. So should a child feel unwell, they can approach the teacher on duty or the hostel parent for assistance. We maintain a record of all ailments and provide over-the-counter medication for minor issues, closely monitoring their condition. And if there is no improvement, we refer our students to our health center, where our nursing sister provides further care. And if again there is no improvement, they are further referred to doctors. Perhaps I would also like to introduce you to our nursing sister, Sister Gandiwa. Maybe you could just stand up and wave to our parents. Thank you very much, Sister Gandiwa. Also note that no student is permitted to keep medication for safety reasons. If you give your child vitamin supplements or any medication, they are taken, recorded, and stored safely in the sick bay and are only given when necessary, supervised by hostel parents or designated staff. Then prescription medications are taken under the supervision of Sister Gandiwa at the health center. And then in case of chronic conditions such as asthma, students must have their inhalers all the time. And at MCC, we also care for your children's mental health. We recognize that the first term can be particularly challenging for new students who may experience feelings of nostalgia. So our team is dedicated to assuring them and aiding them in their adjustment. And when necessary, we engage our school counselor to provide additional support, just as Desire and Delight said. And parents, please be assured that at MCC hostels, we are committed to filling the role of caring guardians in your presence. We take time to relax and connect with our students during their free moments after school, addressing their concerns, and celebrating their academic and sporting achievements, and which more or less a family would do at home. So you can be confident that your children are safe and well taken care of in our hostels. And together, we can foster an environment where our students will grow academically, physically, and spiritually. Thank you.
Thank you to our hostel parents, and as you notice, they are both well turned out because we are particular about how we churn out our students. Form 1's 2025. Did you know that next year you'll be learning Chinese? Those who did, raise your hands. Okay, now you know, you're going to be learning Chinese. Is there anyone who would like to tell us what Mr. Ndoro said? Anybody? There's more chocolate? Wow, I'm changing the more chocolate. Current Eagles, please stand. I would like you to recite the line, I engage. Let's go. I engage.
I engage in a healthy physical active lifestyle.
Again.
I engage in a healthy physical active lifestyle.
Healthy. Take your seats. Those who were promised chocolate, please stand. I just need to correct this. So you're not going to get chocolate, you're going to get more broccoli, you get more cauliflower, and you're going to get more beetroot because we're particular. In fact, and I'm very serious, I'm standing on business right now. In fact, little people, Eagles 2025, we have a veggie meal, and parents are going to clap for me there. Once a week, the students will eat veggie meal. And veggie meal is not just your boring sadza and murio with dobi. No, no, no. Fancy veggie meal is waiting for you. Thank you, hostel parents. We appreciate you. Next up, I would like to call Mrs. Makoni on grooming and attire.
Good afternoon, parents. I don't know if you can tell my excitement on welcoming new Eagles, but I would like to say a special, very special welcome to the Form 1s coming in 2025. Can we give them a round of applause, please? I have spent this entire week dwelling on why we need to wear uniforms. I have gotten to appreciate that it allows a certain amount of sanity. And my job this afternoon is to tell you why we are particular about our uniforms and to allow you a glimpse of what our students would look like or are expected to look like. This statement I have to read because it made such perfect sense after my week of pondering. Correctly worn, uniforms inspire confidence. We have to allow our children to develop that confidence. And sometimes if things are out of place, if they are the wrong shade, it doesn't help them none. It allows us to develop a sense of unity because you feel like you're a part of something. Yeah? We are proud Eagles. It allows us to have disciplined environments because we're not dealing with petty issues. Everyone is starting from the same level. It allows us to break down barriers because you are made to feel as part of the team. You are made to feel as part of the family. And dress has a lot to do with that. It allows us to create a sense of identity. You see a blue blazer, you're going to expect that must be an eagle. You see a splash t-shirt, you know that is an eagle. It allows us to create a sense of community. We recognize who we are. We identify with our school. We identify with what we stand for. And so you will find in our orientation booklet that our dress regulations insist on high standards, that our dress regulations insist on correct grooming. It is my pleasure this afternoon to share our models with you so that you can see what our pupils wear when they come into class, what our pupils wear when they go for formal college activities, what our pupils wear when they go for sport. it is important that you realize that our uniform colors are specific. It's not just a blue blazer. It is not even a navy blazer. It is a Royal Navy blazer. So let's pay particular attention to the cut and to the colors. As they walk through, I will explain a little about what they're wearing and how it is supposed to be worn. All of this, again, I will highlight on what pages they are on in our orientation booklet. Okay, thank you. We will begin with the summer uniform, so you will get to see them when they get up on stage. Our juniors wear what we like to call a ledger with a blue skirt. The blue skirt is particular because it has 3 panels. You can wear your ledger and skirt with a blazer. You can wear your ledger and skirt with a jersey because sometimes Gary tends to have a bit of weather. Again, when we look at the boys, their summer uniform has the same colored blazer. They wear gray shorts and shirts that we describe as being sky blue. In summer, we do not wear our ties. You can wear your summer uniform with a jersey. When we have formal assembly, boys are required to wear gray longs. So every term you come to school, you must pack a pair of gray longs if you are a boy. Thank you. On the days when it is chilly, again, I have said you are allowed to wear your sky blue shirt with a jersey over the top, and it looks absolutely neat. When it is winter, the ladies swap their skirts for longs or slacks, but the color remains the same. On a winter's day when it is not too cold, you can wear your longs with your jersey and a blazer. There is the option of a fleece on the days that it is more relaxed, or you can wear them with your anorak. But either way, you can be sure that you will be warm. Sometimes it gets absolutely cold, and yes, we understand you have to layer inside, but as you can tell, you cannot see what is inside, so we have to be presentable at all times. I will ask for the winter uniform for the boys. The gray longs that they wear on formal occasions, they also wear in winter, and that becomes our winter uniform, so no shorts in winter. Your gray longs will be worn with a blue shirt that is long-sleeved and now with a tie. You can wear it with a jersey and a blazer, as you saw with the girls. You can wear it with a jersey only. You can wear it with a fleece. You can wear it with an anorak, and you can rest assured that you will be warm. Some formal occasions, I think, is what I have left, just to emphasize. A formal occasion is whenever we are hosting parents, or we have visitors, or we have a competition. In summer, the girls for formal assembly or formal events wear their blue skirt with the ledger, their blazer. Normally, you would see them wearing ankle-length socks, but formal events means that you wear stockings. So every time you come to school, the girls must have a pair of stockings. I don't know how many ladies enjoy wearing stockings, and you will understand that it's not just one pair that you need. Yeah, you might need a couple. So that is what they wear. The boys, as you can see, are neatly turned out with a shirt and tie that goes with their blazer and longs. So every term, boys come with longs, every term, girls have their stockings. I will go on to the sports uniform. I had referred to something that is called a splash. Those of us who are Eagles already or are in the college will know that our splash is like a golf shirt, but it has a particular design that looks like paint that has been splashed on it. You can wear your splash shirt whenever you go for sports with either normal boxer shorts that you can get or shorts that we call taffeta shorts. They come with a symbol on the short leg. Girls are allowed to wear something that we call a skirt with their splash. A skirt is a short with a flap on top, so the front looks like a skirt, but the back looks like you're wearing shorts. I had left out a hat. Yeah, we have our white hats that we wear. We can wear with our uniform, normal, or we can wear with our sports kit, but it protects you from the effects of the sun. I will ask for the boys to come in, and you will see that the uniform is pretty much or less the same. You will notice girls wear ankle-length socks with their sports kit. Boys still wear the same type of shorts, either the boxer shorts or the taffeta shorts with their splash t-shirt. So on a regular basis, your splash and your red shorts are what you wear. Boys, however, have sports socks that are red and come up a little close to their knees. The type of tackies that you wear or sports shoes need to just match the sporting activity that you're going to take part in. So I'm not going to specify whether you are, what kind of sports shoes you're going to wear. We have, after sports, an important thing that allows to emphasize grooming. When your child comes off the sports field, they are expected to be either in the sports kit with the blazer, you will appreciate how smart it looks just now, or they wear their full MCC tracksuit. So you will get to see what the tracksuit will look like. Okay. Some sports are specific. So for example, rugby is compulsory, and you would need to buy a rugby jersey if you were a boy. You would still wear your boxer shorts, your red socks, the standard tackies that you would need, but our rugby jersey is something that you can obtain, and you will see the young gentleman that is coming up. Outside of the rugby jersey and the splash shirts, we also have our house t-shirts. You might already know which house you are in, and one of the best houses in the college is Crown. No bias at all, right? So the lady in front is representing Marshall. Marshall wears blue t-shirts. If you note, please, that it is not a golf shirt, it is a typical round neck t-shirt, and that is what you need to buy for your child. The second house is Battler House. Battler House wears red t-shirts. And the best house, of course, is Crown. Crown wears yellow t-shirts. So depending on which house you are, that is the color t-shirt that you are wearing, but they're all standard round neck t-shirts. The last examples that we have are for sport. So in particular, hockey is one of the compulsory sports. You might have a specific kit when you come in, and so sometimes the socks might be different or the jersey might be different, and so you will notice with the young man that is coming up, the sports kit is different because it suits the discipline that he is playing. You will get to notice his socks when he gets up on stage, but sometimes the uniform becomes specific to the sport that they are engaging in. Again, as soon as you come into school, you will get a list of sports and you'll be able to select which sports you are taking part in. I am hoping that I have not created any confusion at all. I appreciate what is missing on our stage is our tracksuit. I am glad that we have 3 of our trusted suppliers who are here with us today, and you will find them in the foyer on my left. So you're welcome to ask about all of these things. I would also like you to go knowing or being able to identify what the senior students wear. That way the juniors know who to respect. That way the juniors know who to ask for help when something is amiss. So I'll ask the lower sixes to come in. They still wear the blue skirt, but what differs is the top that they are wearing. The ladies wear a white blouse with a red chiffon. I have asked for them today to wear what they would dress in if it was a formal event. So we wear court shoes. And court shoes are not necessarily something that needs to be extravagant, but but it allows them to have a certain elegant look. Once a week, they have to dress like this. The gentlemen in their senior year swap their gray trousers for black longs. However, we maintain the blue shirt, but we move on to a senior's tie, which now has stripes instead of them having the plain blue one. It is not winter yet, but they would ordinarily be wearing a white jersey inside. I will also ask for you to be able to recognize who the stewards are. I know in our old schools we called them prefects. We call them stewards because they are here to serve and they allow a certain different type of leadership to be shown. All our stewards wear a black skirt if they are ladies with the standard white top or shirt, but they also wear a striped tie. On formal days, you will find them with stockings and their court shoes. The stewards who are gentlemen still wear the black longs, but now they wear a white shirt with the senior's tie, and they have a blazer that has a ribbon on it. So the ribbons will come in different colors, and that will talk about what their responsibilities are. So the red ribbon, a gold ribbon, or even more so, a red blazer. So I hope you can appreciate what our array of uniforms look like. Yes, it looks like a lot, but I will allow you to perhaps, as you do your shopping, to later turn to page 25 up to page 36. All of this is written down. Also, the reason why they are standing up there so that you can appreciate how neat they are presented, from their hair, their face, jewelry, all of these things you are able to see, and that's the turnout that we would like to encourage. Page 25 to page 36 is a list of all the items that I have listed, but more so for the hostel, because then it tells you how many shirts your son should have or how many skirts your daughter should have, and that just makes it a lot easier to enforce our standards. Allow me to ask you to give our models a round of applause for all the assistance this morning. So I thank you for your listening, and again I will remind you, part of discipline is to make sure that we adhere to the rules, and the rules also concern dress, but those are also highlighted in our orientation booklet. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Makweni. I am proud and humbled to be associated with Midlands Christian College. Another round of applause for our students who are neatly turned out. And I'm sure you will also agree with me that all of them were standing tall. Tummy tuck, even though they don't have tummies as yet, like me. Tummy tuck, chest out, posture was on point. Thank you, Mrs. Makweni, for that great presentation. Future Eagles 2025. I've got two questions for you. The first one is this side. We saw our stewards. How do we identify our head of hostel or our deputy head girl or head boy? I see a hand right at the back. Young man, please stand. Is it lady? Yes. Blue blazer with gold stripes. Thank you. Well done. Let's clap hands for him. And this end, how do we identify our head girl and head boy? Yes, young lady. They have the red blazer. Who knows, parents? Your young baby today might be wearing that red blazer. Thank you. It gives me great honor to call upon our Principal Director, Pastor Chorai, to take us on at this point.
Thank you, Ms. Taylor and the team. It gives me a lot of pleasure to welcome you to Midlands Christian College. If I was to remind you of some of the presenters here, I would say I desired for a long time to attend this event, and I'm delighted I did. So, the team is presented, and my role is, some of the egos in the college would call me DP, some would call me pastor. Basically, I'm the father ego here. I'm not the scary headmaster who is looking for troublemakers and will want them to bend and ban. I'm the father ego here. In other words, I'm the father on the ground. I always tell boarders that before you wait for the weekend to call dad or mom and say, these are the problems I'm having, it's much easier if you call dad on the ground. Because of that, I have a tradition which from 2025 you will get to observe that we have our assemblies in this hall, and after assembly I rotate going either to my right, exit that way, or to my left, exit that way. Why? Because all girls will be expected to exit that way after assembly, and all boys will be expected to exit that way. I deliberately stand there so that I'm visible and I'm available. Outside of assembly, I might be in the office, and it might be a mission to get to where I will be. You have to pass through reception and they ask you too many questions. You have to pass through the PA, she asks many questions, and you say, do you have an appointment? But after assembly, I am there. And it always gives me delight to know that some of the students will come and say, hi, Pastor. And will come and say, Pastor, did you know that this is happening? That is my role. I am responsible for admitting you here, so I've written what I will call a love letter, which is in your pack, with your name on it, and tells you what we are saying about you and what the opportunities are. And I just want you to know that I ever have one problem. I have one allergy. And if anyone, and it doesn't matter who it is, exposes me to what I'm allergic to, I don't respond, I react. Some might already have siblings in the college who might know about my allergy. I've been to doctors and they've tried, but something that troubles me a lot. And I would say this up front, so that as you come in, you know that Father Ego has this one allergy. Anyone? Yes? Thank you. Pastor is allergic to bullying. Pastor is allergic to bullying. When you are bullied, tell Pastor. And Pastor will do what Pastor has to do. Why? Because we believe we are a Christian school, and everyone, including you boys and girls who are coming to us now, you are made in the image of God. And God has a special plan for you. And coming here, we are here to help you discover what God has put in you. We are here to empower you
to become that which you always dreamt about becoming. And we need you to feel free, and we need you not to feel intimidated. Every year, we admit new students. I'm delighted that this time last year, we only had about 35 who had signed up. We now have about 73 who have signed up. And I want to say to you students, your parents have made a great decision. You may not quite think they have. You may not quite agree with what they've done, but one thing I want to assure you is what you will get here will be the best possible for you. I remember many years ago, I made this very statement, and there were some who were here but really didn't want to be here. There was somebody who wanted to be at Arundel. There was somebody who wanted to be at Falcon. There was somebody who wanted to be at Peter House. But mom, dad stood their ground and said, you will go to MCC. 6 years later, their academic performance in terms of points was not any inferior. And a year later, they were both at Cape Town University, studying the same course. What am I saying? I'm saying, boys and girls, you are now here. You are now here. Do the best, do the most with what's available to you. And let me end my talk, because I'm going to be welcoming questions, if there are any, by saying this. Every year, we are changing something. Even the presentations that came to you today are different from the presentations you had last year. What we have lined up for you for next year and for the next 6 years is going to blow up your mind. Trust me. Trust me. There are times when the team comes up with things that we need to change, I wish I could go back to Form 1 again and get to enjoy every opportunity that is being created here. All of it for us is done because we are being true to our calling. Next year, just in case you wonder, is that true? Is there something new that has been planned for us? 2024, and we always summarize our intention with what we call a theme. Was theme of reimagining. And a lot has been reimagined, but 2025 is going to be a year of resurgence. And because of a Christian school, the background, the basis of that theme of resurgence is in the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verses 2 to 3. And it basically encourages the listener to be active. And this is what it says, and I'll read this. Enlarge the place of your tent. Stretch your tent curtains wide. Do not hold back. Lengthen your cords. Strengthen your stakes. That's exactly what we want to do next year. Yes, our school will still be geographically located at the same place. The next 6 years, our school will be located at the same place. But I want to give you this assurance that there will be enlargement that's going to be happening. There will be stretching, there will be lengthening, there will be strengthening. Why? Because we believe we are getting new students. We are getting students who have new dreams. We are getting students who are now exposed to a different world. And our task is to remain relevant and to equip them for the future that lies ahead of them. I was just doing a simple calculation to say those who are joining us next year, when will they exit? What year will they exit? Future Form 1s, you join MCC 2025, when will you exit? Yes, 2031. That's not tomorrow. And guess what? A lot of the jobs that are going to come in 2032 are not even yet available in the market. That's our task. As a school, we are dedicated, we are committed to saying, how do we empower you guys? That's our goal, to be equipped and prepared for that future. It calls for commitment from you parents. It calls for investment for you parents. Once in a while, I enjoy going to the restaurant, and I always find that people who enjoy restaurant experience, when they get that menu, they always look on the left side of the menu. They don't allow what is written on the right side to influence them. They say, I want fish. What type of fish do I want? And then they will order it. And they will ask the waiter or waitress to come with an interpretation of what they will enjoy as a bill. And they pay. And after that, they leave satisfied that I ate at the restaurant. May I say to parents, what we're presenting to you today is a menu for what's going to be available. As a pastor, I've been praying even as I was coming this morning to say, God, grant them the finances to be able to invest, not to pay, to invest in what brings their dream to reality. So, thank you parents for doing what you have to do. I'm hoping and praying that this is not the last time that we will see you. Because if this is the last time we will see you, and hereafter we are just going to see the driver dropping your child, and we are just going to see maybe the brother, then in the other world, they call that baby dumping. I'm praying and I'm excited that you are there today. You've passed the first test. And I'm praying that you will continue to do it with flying colors. I will welcome questions, if there are any, questions that I can answer or that the members of the team can answer. I will have, yes, sir, I can have your question. Thank you. I will magnify what he said. He was talking of the video for today being made available, which captured what was happening here, and that in 6 years, 2030, you can look at it and say, look at what you have become. I'm sure the IT department has heard that, and they will do what they have to do to deliver, which is what MCC does. I've got one eagle who is in Form 1, who came and has experienced. We started by having one who was here. 2 years later is at university studying medicine. But there's one who was maybe in grade 7 when you guys were in grade 6, who is going to tell us his experience just in 1 year at MCC. Oh, he come.
Good afternoon, parents, staff, and future Eagles. My name is Mungobi Ndlovu, and I am 1J. I turned 13 in September. It is truly an honor to be here today as I share with you some of the milestones I've reached throughout my years so far here at MCC. Not too long ago, I took part in the Mental Math World Cup in the Grandmaster category, ages 12 and above, and remember, I'm only 13. So, being a Form 1, I did not really expect myself to even make it to top 10 in Zim, since there are many other people out there who were way older than me, with more experience than me. So, as our Eagles Creed says, I am a focused Eagle. I started the round pushing to get the best mark that I could. Luckily, all my hard work paid off, and I managed to become 68th in the whole wide, big, large world. First in this school, and first in the country. With an A+ grade of 916 points out of 1,000. This year we also started ICTL, in which there were 4 modules to complete. Computer and online essentials, documents, spreadsheets, and presentations. And I am glad to say that I managed to complete all 4 and get A's in them, all in my Form 1 year. And I'm now doing ANs across. One important thing I've learned throughout my years so far here at MCC is that in all you do, God should be a part of it. As our Eagles Creed says, God is at the center of everything that I do. Other key things I've learned so far are to be punctual, to always remain focused, to put in 100% in everything you do, and to remember that failure is not the end. You should keep on trying until you get it right. It's not all books here at MCC. We also engage in sports, and my personal favorites are tennis, cricket, athletics, and rugby. The clubs I've taken part in are marimba and chess. MCC has been like a home away from home, and I cannot wait to continue my journey here. Thank you.
Well, there you have it, parents. The product has spoken for itself. I would like to take this time to thank Pastor Churai for his wisdom. Thank you to our team leaders for your excellent presentations. Thank you to our former and current Eagles. And thank you to our parents for supporting your children. I would like to assure you that your children are in good hands, and whether it's academics, cultural, spiritual, sports, or even social, transformation has begun. And I can assure you that by the time they come back for the April holidays, you will see a change. You will see eagles. So as we come to the end of this day, Surely it cannot be a full orientation without a bit of tradition. I have a question to ask our future Eagles. What is Isaiah 40 verse 31? Anyone? Yes. Wow, give her a big hand of applause. It is that verse that has inspired our school song at MCC. It is that verse that gives us the strength to go. It is a lot. Your children will be facing a lot of transformation. They will be doing sports, they will be in class, they will be doing so many things. But we go by that verse because God gives us the strength. Can I call upon Delight and Desire, our singers, to come and help me in singing this song? May we all stand and sing the school song. Thank you very much to the MCC band who have decided to offer us wonderful instrumentals.
That waits upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Teach me, Lord, to wait. Teach me, Lord, to wait. Down on my knees, till in your own good time you answer my plea. Teach me not to rely on what others do, but to wait in prayer for an answer from you. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Teach me, Lord, to wait.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You may take your seats. We have come to the end of our official program, but we do have our uniform suppliers out on the foyer to my left. This is NB, Mess Clothing, and George Mitchell's. They are available to answer any questions, or even you can start buying your uniforms right away. Our MCC band and the marimba team will continue to serenade us as we view the uniforms. Thank you very much.